landslides in the Himalayas, insane chaos in the streets of Vietnam, and an abandoned bridge in the forests of Siberia. Today, the strangest and most unusual roads in the world are waiting for you. It will be incredibly interesting and, at times, a little scary. Step on the gas and let's go. It takes nerves of steel to cross an obstacle like this. This is in the forests of Siberia, on the Kuandinsky bridge that crosses the Vitim River. Local residents and truck drivers have adapted it for motorized transport, although driving across it has always been considered very dangerous because the bridge's structure is extremely precarious and lacks guardrails. As a general rule, a guide walks in front of the car to correct the driver's movements. To reduce swaying, the car windows are kept open during the crossing. It is a very dangerous journey, especially since crossing the Kuandinsky Bridge is also officially prohibited by authorities. That's why traveling through the mountains is sometimes like playing Russian roulette. When it comes to rock falls, fate can change in a matter of seconds. These buses had the misfortune of being hit by a rock slide. Fortunately, the passengers were able to leave the vehicle and take shelter at a safe distance. The incredible engineering project at Lake Atabad features a system of 5 tunnels on the route from China to Pakistan. They were built 2,500 meters above sea level, with a total length of about 7 kilometers. The construction of the tunnels, which cost $275 million, was a necessary measure. In January 2010, a massive landslide dammed the Hunza River, creating a new lake that flooded part of the Karakoram highway. The tunnels were built to bypass this section. Take a look at these images, and you'll realize the scale of the rock falls that occur in this region. The tons of rock can not only destroy a section of the highway, but also alter the landscape of the area. The Yungas Road is a route in Bolivia that connects the cities of La Paz and Coroico, but it is much more widely known internationally as the Death Road. This grim nickname is well-deserved. In the past, dozens and sometimes hundreds of people died here every year. The road is just over 50 kilometers long and rises to an altitude of 4,650 meters at the Uspallata Pass, from where it descends to 1,200 meters, winding through steep slopes. The road is no more than 3 meters wide, with no guardrails and a terrifying drop below. There's almost no pavement, just clay and dirt. The most dangerous part is during the rainy season, when visibility is very poor and the water flows constantly erode the surface. The Karnali Highway in Nepal is among the most dangerous roads in the world. In the spring, when the snow melts in the mountains, and during the monsoon season, kilometers of the road turn into muddy channels where hundreds of vehicles get stuck. Sometimes, water takes even more drastic actions. In one case, a mountain river's course was altered due to a landslide, and a spontaneous waterfall appeared right in the middle of the road, plunging into a deep gorge. The Karnali Highway is not only notorious for the whims of the weather. In many sections, the road is extremely narrow, with a massive cliff on one side and a steep wall on the other, always threatening to collapse. It's no wonder that, according to official reports, 85% of the Karnali Highway is considered unsafe for travelers. Statistics indicate that several dozen people fall victim to this road each year. It's not just natural conditions that make roads challenging. Take a look at this chaos. This is a typical day in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. The city's population is around 9 million and continues to grow, making traffic one of the most serious problems. An additional challenge is the popularity of scooters, which nearly all residents own. From time to time, there are calls to completely ban this mode of transportation in the city.
What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how organized it is in Vietnam.
These images were taken in 2018 in the small town of Beaver, Arkansas. The wooden bridge, charmingly named the Little Golden Gate, was built over the White River nearly 80 years ago. Wow. Despite its almost toy-like size, it became a vital link for the people of Beaver for many years. That's why the shock was even greater when residents saw the bridge twisting under the weight of a moving bus. After this incident, the bridge was closed for inspection, but no damage was found in the structure.
Holy cow, look at that. I don't know.
Somebody's not from around here.
No, he is from here. He's pissed off that he has to wait here. Those other idiots are holding things up.
Have you heard of the Japanese Alps? This is the name of the three mountain ranges in the center of Honshu Island. It is home to a famous volcano, Mount Ontak, which is a site of pilgrimage. It also features the Tateyama Snow Corridor. This impressive scenic road between the cities of Tateyama and Omachi is famous for its towering snow walls. The 90 kilometers route opens in April, and during this time, the snow can reach heights of 15 to 20 meters. The corridor is also known as the Roof of Japan, as its altitude ranges from 700 to 2,400 meters above sea level. Watch out. These images might blow your mind and change your perception of traffic jams. This road in China, which looks like a terrifying 50-lane highway, is actually just a 4-lane road that widens near the toll booth. The reason for this chaos is a massive surge in traffic caused by national holidays. Millions of people took road trips at the same time, resulting in this traffic collapse. The Dalton Highway in Alaska is the northernmost section of the Pan-American Highway and also the most isolated. The road ends right at the coast of the Arctic Ocean. It passes through truly wild places, and along its 666 kilometers, 414 miles stretch, there are only 3 small villages and 3 gas stations. The surface is a mix of asphalt and gravel, and from fall to spring, it's covered in ice and snow. Despite having no steep cliffs or treacherous curves, the highway is often listed as one of the most dangerous roads in the world. This is due to Alaska's harsh climate. It's easy to get caught in a storm or blizzard, and in the spring, when the ice melts, some sections of the road turn into rivers. In some places, the danger for car traffic is ice. In others, it's falling rocks. But in Thailand, The problems come from elephants. When a family of elephants crossed a busy highway near Bangkok, people had no choice but to block the road and let the animals pass.
แสดงว่าเขาดูคนอยู่โดนนั่นน่ะเบาอย่างถึงเดี๋ยววิ่งมาพ่อเร็วพ่อไปเร็วไม่ใหญ่ไปเอาไม่ใหญ่ไป
Let's be honest, this zigzag road in the Eastern Alps looks more like a theme park ride than a real road. Welcome to the Stelvio Pass. Located on the border between Italy and Switzerland at an altitude of 2,757 meters, the 47-kilometer stretch of this road consists of 75 tight hairpin turns, a true challenge even for the most experienced drivers. This is the strangest railway you've ever seen. It's the Mae Klong, a market on the tracks located in Bangkok, Thailand's capital. It has been here for about 100 years. It all started when local merchants refused to relocate their historic market during the construction of the railway. Now, the stalls are literally set up on the tracks, but trains still pass through this section quite often, around 8 times a day. Every time, the merchants follow a precise routine. They fold up the awnings and move the goods to areas where they won't be hit by the passing train. Everything is calculated down to the centimeter.
Superstar.
This tunnel might make you feel claustrophobic, and it's no wonder they call it the Needle's Eye. It's part of the Iron Mountain Road in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Along its 27 kilometers, 17 miles, the road features 314 regular curves, 14 S-curves, and 3 tunnels. The driver of this bus seems to know the mountainous route perfectly. Look how confidently they squeeze through a tunnel less than 2.5 meters, 8 feet wide. The winding Iron Mountain Road was built in 1933, defying engineers who claimed it would be impossible to construct. It's a great spot for sightseeing if you're up for a slow and relaxed drive. This phenomenal road is located in northwest China, in the Kunlun Mountains. It's called the Panlong Highway, and while it may look breathtaking from above, like the tail of a flying dragon, drivers and tourists have nicknamed it the Road of Hell. And for good reason. On its 75 kilometers, 46 miles stretch, travelers face more than 6,000 curves. Most are 180-degree turns, but there are also 270-degree bends. It's a fun test for your vestibular system. Did you enjoy the video and want to watch the part 2? Then comment Most Dangerous Roads Part 2 so I know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.